Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today we'll be talking about all the elements in Honkai Star Rail that you need to know about so you can play and know what you're getting into. While we wait until April until the games come out, I figure why not let you guys know what you need to know so you guys can prepare and don't get lost when you're gonna get into your journey in Honkai Star Rail. Because as you know, Honkai Star Rail is a gacha game and you need to know what you're doing because you have a finite of resource and it'll take a while to grind for all the characters you want, and it'll just take some time, so I figured it good to know all the elements before we started playing the game. But with all that said, let's jump into all the elements and subclasses in Honkai Star Rail. Okay, up first is the ice cloud, which is basically like the water and ice element of the game. It allows you to freeze your enemies when you break the shield, and it prevents them from moving, and that is a big deal in a turn-based game. And after that is fire, which is basically when you break a shield. From that, you basically apply them with pyro that will hit them over time after the turn ends, which is pretty useful and just a pretty solid element. And then the wind element, which is basically similar to fire. When you break the shield, it applies wind damage over time, which is nothing's out of the ordinary, but it works. And after that is the physical element, which basically you apply a bleed effect when you break the shields, and it just pretty okay. Then after that you will have the lightning effect, which will deal damage over time and have a chance to paralyze them, which can be very useful and slow them down for a bit. After those four, then thing got interesting because I never really seen these ones before. Well, I have, but I never actually seen them, which is quantum and the imaginary element. The quantum element applies an effect to enemies when breaking the shield. It will delay the enemy action turn, which is basically their own turn, so that's very useful. And the imaginary element just basically apply when you break the shield. It does the same thing, but they pretty much lose a turn, which is pretty nice. And then after that you will have the subclasses, which basically when you pull the character, there are a lot of classes they can be, and here they are. You have the knight, you have the mage, you have the Pisces, the routes, the shaman, the warlocks, were the wizards, and I don't even know how to say that last word, but yeah, those are all the classes, and here are most of the characters that will have their element. There are around 24 characters you can get, and I will talk more in depth with them in another video, but for now we have there's around 7 free characters you can get, and the rest will be gacha luck, so you have to wish on them. Which honestly not really a bad thing because it's a gacha game after all. You have to make the money, and then basically you use a team of 4 and gather them. So you have your support, you have your damage dealers, and you have your buffers as well, which will be very good because I don't think they're gonna be that much power creep. Like, they're gonna be some eventually, but for now everything looks balanced in a sense for now. Also, we should talk about the character, the elements, because basically if you don't have all of them, you're gonna need all of them, because for all the elemental enemies you fight, you need to match the element to break their shields, and if you don't, it will take a while. But you can either brute force your way by over leveling, but that kind of, I don't know, because you have to be very late game for that. And also we should also talk about if they will be with wishing, and obviously you have all the characters you need, but at the same time there will just be 5-star counterparts of them, so you have to keep in mind that. And also you need to be careful on how you spend your money, because at the end of the day, if you can afford it, then yeah, go spend money. But at the same time, if you can't afford it, I don't recommend you spending money if you can't afford it. Like, it's very dangerous to spend money on a gacha game, because you're not really guaranteed in a sense, because you might have to spend money if you lose your 50-50 on the rate of character. So yeah, keep that in mind if you ever think of spending money. But if you genuinely like the game and you can afford it, then go for it. I'm not going to stop you. I'm not going to tell you how to live your life. And with all that said, I think that will be enough. I will cover the characters themselves, like the standard 5 stars, then the free units, in another video. But for now,
thanks for watching. I do appreciate if you made it this far. Tell me if you made it this far, and I'll, if you comment, I'll heart your comment, and thanks for all your support. It really didn't mean a lot, but for now, this is me talking about all the elements and subclasses of Honkai Star Rail. Be safe and have a lovely day. Goodbye to you all.